Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for installment of Scott Selections here for Thursday, January 12th. Before getting today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a nice, easy winner in hockey with Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal and minus 130 on FanDuel. Really never in doubt. McDavid had 6 shots through the first 2 periods. I believe he finished with 8. I mentioned how Anaheim gives up the most shots on goal per game in the league. I believe they give up north of 38, and they gave up, I believe, 53 yesterday, but McDavid finished with 8 shots. He did whatever he wanted. He even scored a goal in the game. So never in doubt, look for another winner here on Thursday. And for today's play of the day, going back to hockey, look at a matchup between the Predators and the Canadiens taking place at around 7 p.m. Eastern time. And for this matchup, going to take Nashville on the money line at minus 140 on FanDuel. Time recording of 1 a.m. Eastern time. Couple reasons why I like the Predators in this spot. First reason, looking at the recent form of each team, really not even close to each other. The Predators have won 4 of their last 5 games. The one exception was a loss last night to Toronto in Toronto. We know the Maple Leafs are a very good team in terms of talent, and the game was a nail-biter. It was 1-1 with about a minute to go, and then Marner had the game winner on the power play. But the Predators have been playing good hockey quietly lately, and the Canadiens have really been doing anything but that. Montreal's fallen off a cliff, and I think it's pretty safe to say they're fully tanking for Bedard at this point. The Canadiens have lost 8 of their last 9 games. They've also lost 11 of their last 13. You can look at the margin in most of these losses, and these games are not particularly close. And I do think that Montreal is really just one of the worst teams in the league at this point, dead last in the Atlantic Division. But you're looking at the margins here of lost by 4, lost by 3, lost by 3, lost by 7, lost by 5, lost by 3, lost by 2. They're getting killed the past couple of weeks. It's really not pretty, and I do think that as a result that Nashville should be favored by more in this spot against a tanking team. To go through the actual stats this season, though, Nashville is much better defensively, as the Canadiens have one of the worst defenses in the league. The Predators are allowing 2.9 goals per game, which ranks tied for 12th in the league. The Canadiens are allowing 3.8 goals per game, which is the 4th most in the league. On top of that, they're going to be a bit shorthanded, as starting goalie Jake Allen is out indefinitely, and they're also going to be without Gallagher for a couple of weeks, if not months. So in addition to being a terrible team, Montreal is now shorthanded, and I do think that Nashville should take advantage of them in this spot. But to look at the actual backup goalie matchup, since Saros did play yesterday, you should see 2 backups in net. You have Lankinen, who's the backup for Nashville, who's quietly been pretty good as a backup, 2.81 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. For Montreal, you have Montembeault, who has a 342 goals against average and a .900 save percentage. So the save percentage isn't great, but I guess it's okay. It's the 342 goals against average, which is concerning. It's not a surprise because Montreal is giving up so many goals and giving up so many shots on net per game that defensively they leave their goalie out to dry half the time. But Nashville's been playing good hockey. They still have a lot of talent on their overall roster. And Nashville's not a great team by any means, but they're good enough to beat up on a bad Montreal team. And I do think that Nashville should be able to get the job done, especially based on the recent head-to-head record that Nashville has against Montreal. To go through the last couple of years, Nashville is 7-1 straight up in the last 8 meetings. But minus 140 for the much better team in a much better form with a better goalie in net and a better overall defense, I think it's a good price, and I'll gladly take it. Split that once again here for Thursday, January 12th is going to be on the Predators money line at minus 140 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.